Good evening. That's what I'm talking about. So, that song should be familiar to you by now. It was penned or arranged by our founder, Robert Searing, and this is our 35th season, so we're completing that tonight. Give these guys a nice round of applause. Before we get any further, because you all were able to attend tonight at zero cost, is because of one of our sponsors tonight, Bellevue Family Dentistry. Thank you, Bellevue Family Dentistry. Generations. That was the theme for this season. When I thought that up earlier, we thought, there's been a lot of band members that have come through this band in 35 years in the past, a lot of them that are here now, and a lot more to come for generations to come. So that's why we picked Generations. Now, if you have not stopped by the Allouez Community Center, you can actually see a sculpture that is called Generations. Came from the Almeida family, and that is on display, and that's going to be one of our themes going on. So, without any further ado, we've got a lot of stuff going on tonight. Mary, would you start us off, please?
Back in 1962, a musical by the name of A Funny Thing Happened on the Weighted Forum emerged on Broadway. The musical tells the story of a slave. Oh, they won a Tony for the best musical that year, and eventually was made into a movie that starred Zero Mostel. When you listen to Comedy Tonight, you will hear 18-somethings, so listen closely. And at the end of the song, it's bantered back and forth with all these words. Well, the American composer, Stephen Sondheim, wrote the music and the words. He was also the one who wrote the words for The Great West Side Story. When the show opened, it wasn't very successful. But then Sondheim changed the opening song to Comedy Tonight, and from then on, the show was a success. Well, tonight we have a guest singer, Michael Blair, along with our conductor, Mike Ajango, with Paul Alexi leading the band. But you are in for a treat, because we go right into Mission Impossible. The theme is set in 5/4 time, because the composer said he wrote it because people from outer space come and they would have 5 legs so they can dance to it. Well, Mr. Schiffer won 2 Grammys for his work on the series Best Instrumental Theme and Best Original Score. Did you know that Mission Impossible ran for 7 seasons, 1966 to 1973? So, good evening, Mr. Alexi. Your mission this evening is to give everyone in the audience here at the Meyer Theater a good time. Paul, we hope you accept this mission. As always, should you or any of your Allouez Village band members be caught playing wrong notes, or Michael or Mike singing wrong notes, the Musicians Union will disavow any knowledge of your actions. Play on and enjoy the evening. Your baton will self-destruct in 10 seconds. So let's go. Here is Comedy Tonight and Mission Impossible.
Something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. Old situation, new complication. Something portentous for one life. Something dramatic, something everyone, a comedy tonight.
symbolic.
Something for everyone, a comedy tonight.
Nothing with gods,
Nothing with fate.
weighty affairs will just have to wait. Nothing that's formal,
Nothing that's normal.
no recitations to recite. Open up the curtain, comedy tonight.
I'm back. Well, I want to tell you a little bit. Remember, this is our last concert here at the Meyer for this year. On June 12th, Monday night, will be the first Heritage Hill, I always call it party, but you can come there. The concert is at 6 o'clock, and you can bring food, and you can bring drink, and we will have a band from Heritage Hill, at Heritage Hill, playing for you. June 16th, and it starts at 6 o'clock. That's what I said, June 12th. I really practiced that. And I know why I said that. It's my brother's birthday on June 16th. So it's June 12th. So I'll try to be there. I also want to tell you, there is a senior expo coming. Now I know some of you like to know a long time ahead of time. So, the Senior Expo, the 29th annual, is Wednesday, October 4th, from 8 to 2. October 4th. But you know, as we get older, time really flies. You know, my grandmother always said to me, Mary, quit wishing your life away. And we go, oh, gosh, Grandma, I wish the time would fly. Now I know what she meant. I mean, look at the time. It's May 15th, and we're already halfway through. Oh, Mike, you're already. Oh, good. All right, our next song. Oh, you're ready too. The Rainbow Connection. Close your eyes for a minute. Picture a Florida swamp with a frog on a log and singing The Rainbow Connection. This song was written 1979, was used in the Muppet movie. Its words had a driving urge for something more in life. The song was also named the 74th greatest movie song of all time in their 100 greatest songs. In November of '79, The top Billboard chart, it was on there for 7 weeks. Here's an interesting tidbit about the Rainbow Connection. In 1996, a 21-year-old man burst into a radio station, took the manager hostage, and his demand was to play Rainbow Connection, sung by Kermit the Frog. 1996. Well, we're in for a treat tonight because we have Michael Blair singing this beautiful ballad. So let's welcome Michael on stage to sing the Rainbow Connection.
My heart still has not simmered down, so I need a little bit of a break. So anyway, show's off to a very fast start tonight, Mary.
Good, maybe you'll end sooner. I got things to do and places to go, Mike. Hey, Mike, if Tom Cruise was on a sinking ship, who gets saved?
The world of acting. Oh, Mary, why does Tom Cruise appear to be such a kind, gentle, and generous person?
Because he's good at playing roles other than himself.
So many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Just look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La la la, la 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 la, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Is this on? Awesome. So in that first comedy tonight, you saw the juggler, none other than Mike Draney. Mike, stand up, wow, wave your hand, something. Nice job, Michael. Jane, I need a little bit of light on the audience, please. Some of you are probably wondering, what the heck is going on down here? Because this is your first time. We have a tradition here. We like to identify the first timers to thank you for coming down and enjoying with us tonight. So if this is your very first Allouez Village Band concert, please stand up for just a second. Let us give you a nice, warm round of applause. didn't really mean to squirt you with the squirt gun. Sorry. You'll come back, right? Let's hope so. And we have somebody in the band joining us for the first time in our baritone euphonium section. Tom Kelly, stand up and wave at everybody.
Boy, I got a lot of notes tonight.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, I really do. Did you hear about the bassoonist who played in tune?
No, I didn't.
Neither did I. I'll give you another one. What do you throw to a drowning bassoon player?
A drowning bassoon player?
Yeah.
I know that one. His or her bassoon case.
Oh, that's terrible.
Bum. All right.
Mancini Magic. Enrico Nicola, a.k.a. Henry Mancini, 1924 to 1994. Composer, conductor, and arranger. Is best remembered for his film and television scores. He won 20 Grammy Awards, plus a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. On April 3rd, 2004, the United States Postal Service honored Mancini with a 37-cent commemorative stamp. So we have Mr. Lucky, CBS adventure drama television series. Aired late 1959, and it was only about 1 year. But Henry Mancini's smooth theme music reached number 21 in the US singles. Baby Elephant Walk, written in 1961, used for the 62 release of the movie Hatari. And the music sounds like a toddler that is large and plotty. In 1961, the song Moon River was composed by Mancini, with the great Johnny Mercer writing the lyrics. It won that year's Academy Award for Best Original Song. Moon River was originally sung in the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's by Audrey Hepburn, and it also won the 1962 Grammy Award for Record of the Year. You know what? The original words for Moon River were, are you ready for this? I'm Holly, like I want to be, like Holly on a tree back home. Thank goodness they changed the words. Again, in 1963, Mancini collaborated with Mercer, and they wrote the music to the words to Charade for the film of the same name. The Pink Panther theme, instrumental theme written by Mancini for the film of the same name. The cartoon character created for the opening credits of the movie and animated in time to the tune. And last but not least, the series Peter Gunn had a theme by Mancini, which won an Emmy Award and 2 Grammys for him. The television series aired on NBC, later on ABC, and went from 1958 until 1961. Here is the Allouez Village Band with conductor Mike Ajango playing Mancini Magic.
I agree. So, let's see. We have some groups here tonight. So, Jane, again, just a quick light on the house. We seem to have 4 groups here. I think that might be a record for us. Holy cow. All right, so if you are among these groups, please stand up. I'd love to highlight the groups that are here tonight, because you know what? This is a great group event. Come on down with your church group, your card group, whatever. So, Monday, Mahjong ladies. Where are you? Ajango, how are you? Stand up. I see you. Awesome. The Algoma ladies are here tonight. Stand up, Algoma ladies. Andrew Chevrolet and the Salvation Army. Keep standing. Come on, this is next. There we go. Awesome. Now, doesn't that make you feel like you want to come down with a group too? No? Yes. Okay. Work on it, please. Groups are certainly welcome. Oh, wait. I have one more for you.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Mary.
Yes.
What's the difference between a flutist and a piranha?
The lipstick.
The lipstick. Very good.
Mike?
Yes.
How can you tell if a plane is full of flute players?
A plane full of flute players. Well, when the engine stops, the whining still continues. I just truly, is that true? Is it truth? Next.
From the 1959 musical, The Sound of Music, we will be performing My Favorite Things. This is the last musical Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote. In the musical, the character Maria describes all the things that make her feel better when she is sad. It's very interesting that this happy song is written in a minor key. But at the end, we hear the major chord when she sings, "Then I Don't Feel So Bad." Julie Andrews loved to sing this song. She said the lyrics were so great and you could picture the words so easily. Well, when Julie Andrews turned 70, they wrote different words for her. And Michael Blair will be singing those favorite things at her age of 70. So here we've got Michael Blair singing My Favorite Things.
So, the reason that I decided to do this version is because you're looking like you're getting a little old. So I thought I'd give you the things that you have to look forward to within the next month.
Need to be replaced. You ready to sing?
Locks and nose drops and needles for knitting, walkers and handrails and new dental fittings, bundles of magazines tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Cadillacs and cataracts and hearing aids and glasses, Polydent and Fixodent and false teeth and glasses, Speakers, golf carts and porches with swings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the pipes leak, when the bones creak, when the knees go bad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Hot tea and crumpets and corn pads for bunions, no spicy hot foods or food cooked with onions, bathrobes and heat pads and hot meals they bring. These are a few of my favorite things. Back pains, confused brains, and what was I singing? Thin bones and fractures and hair that is thinning. And we won't mention our short, shrunken frames when we remember our favorite things. When the joints ache, when the hips break, when the eyes grow dim, then I'll remember the great life I've had, and then I won't feel so bad.
Mike, I learned a couple things about Dr. Bob Villawak.
You do?
He's
I'm going to take care of
Bellevue
this.
Family Dentistry.
Okay, tell me
Did
about
you know that he was a 1972 East graduate and he was first chair clarinet?
No kidding.
And he went to Madison and he was a member of the Wisconsin Marching Band. That's really interesting. So we're happy to have the Bellevue Family Dentistry here with us this
They
evening.
are an awesome group.
Yes, they are.
Give them a nice round of applause. So smarty pants. Let me tell you about old geezers, all right? So there's this old geezer band director. He became very bored one day and he decided to open a medical clinic. He put up a sign outside that said, Dr. Geezer's Clinic. Get your treatment for $500. If not cured, get back $1,000. So Smarty Pants, Dr. Young, who was positive that this old geezer didn't know anything about medicine, thought this would be a great opportunity to get an easy $1,000. So here's what happened. Dr. Young went over to Dr. Geezer and said, I've lost all the taste in my mouth. Can you please help me? Dr. Geezer said, Nurse, please bring me medicine from box 22 and put 3 drops in Dr. Young's mouth. So he did. Dr. Young went, that's gasoline. Dr. Geezer said, congratulations, you have now got your taste back. That'll be $500. So Dr. Young gets annoyed and he leaves in a haste. He's angry now. He's really angry now. And he spends the next few days trying to figure out a way to recover his money. So he returns to Dr. Geezer's office once he thinks up this clever little plan. He comes in. I've lost my memory. I cannot remember anything. Dr. Geezer. Nurse, please bring me medicine from box 22 and put 3 drops in the patient's mouth. Oh, no, you don't. That's gasoline. Congratulations, you have just got your memory back. That'll be $500. Dr. Young, after having lost a total of $1,000, leaves angry and comes back after several more days. My eyesight has become weak. I can hardly see, he says. Dr. Geezer says, well, I don't have any medicine for that, so here's your $1,000 back. He looks at it, he says, but this is only $500. Congratulations, you have just got your vision back. That will be $500 more. Moral of the story, just because you're young doesn't mean that you can outsmart the old geezers. Fair enough?
Sounded good to me. Hey, Mike, what do you call someone who hangs out with musicians?
Say what? I didn't hear that.
What do you call someone who hangs out with musicians?
A drummer. And what did the drummer get on his IQ test?
Drool. And Mike, why are the AV intermissions limited to 15 minutes?
Only 15 minutes because then I don't have to retrain the drummers.
A salute to Spike Jones. Spike Jones was born in 1911, died in 1965. He was an American musician and band leader specializing in performing satirical arrangements of popular songs. He would use gunshots, whistles, cowbells, and outlandish vocals. Cocktails for Two was written in 1936, and the song refers to the ending of Prohibition in the United States. In 1944, Spike took the song and it reached number 4 in the charts. Chloe, or the Song of the Swamp, was written in 1927. Spike Jones made a parody version of this song and it also was very popular. Poet and Peasant Overture, written in 1846. It amazing, it was amazing that Spike took this song and used as many toots and whistles he could think of. This is comedy to the 10th degree. Well, here's Michael Blair and the Allouez Village Band with Michael Ajango conducting, with a few toots and whistles and people tooting and whistling, and a salute to Spike Jones.
Any percussionists in the audience? All right, I'm sorry. Please. They're so sensitive, those drummers.
Secluded rendezvous that overlooks the avenue, with someone sharing a delightful chat of this and that, and cocktails for two, as we enjoy a cigarette to some exquisite chansonette. Two heads are sure to slyly meet beneath the serviette, with cocktails for two. My end may go reeling, but my heart will be obedient, with intoxicating kisses for the principal ingredient. Steady afternoon at 5, he's so glad we're both alive, and maybe fortune will complete a plan that all began with cocktails for two. Hello? You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Who was it? He didn't say. Night shades are falling.
We'll work on it. All right, it's time for intermission. So, if you had a good time in the first half, you will have an even better time in the second half. So, 15 minutes, please, back in your seats.
I knew if we wished hard enough, we'd get a different conductor. Hey, Mike, I have two conductor jokes. What do you call 100 conductors on the bottom of the ocean?
A good start.
How'd you know that?
I'm a conductor.
Got one more. How many conductors does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know, Mary. How many?
Nobody knows because nobody watches them.
How true. How true. Anybody want to be an announcer for us?
I do. We've got the Colonel Bogey March. The Colonel Bogey March is one of the most famous marches ever written and is certainly one of the most profitable. In the early 1930s, it sold well over 1 million copies. In 1958, it was chosen as a theme tune for the film The Bridge on the River Kwai. The composer was Lieutenant Ricketts, a military bandmaster who was director of music for the Royal Marines at Plymouth. Because at that time, service personnel were not encouraged to have professional lives, he published it under another pseudonym, Kenneth Alford. Ricketts knew a colonel who was a bit eccentric, and while playing golf, he would instead shouting 4 to warn people he whistled a descending third. This little musical tag stuck with Ricketts, and so the opening of this march was born. Oh, I forgot to tell you that this march was written in 1914, the year of the Great War, World War I. Sit back, close your eyes. You can see the band marching over the bridge at the River Kwai. The Colonel Bogey March, directed by Mike Ajango.
You all knew that one, didn't you? I could tell. You'd been practicing. That's cool. So, Mary, what is the difference between the French horn section and a 57 Chevy?
Huh. You can tune a 57 Chevy.
That's correct.
Mike,
Yes.
how do you you get a viola section to sound like a French horn section?
A viola section to sound like a French horn section. Have them miss every other note.
That's terrible, Mike.
Truth hurts, Mary.
I know it hurts. You know, I forgot to tell everybody, we weren't singing, we were whistling tonight. That was our sing-along song.
That was a sing-
It was whistle-along song.
All right, and you know what? I forgot one thing.
All right, then what was it?
I forgot to recognize our drunks in the band. So all the drunks, no, I'm just kidding. From Spike Jones, Bruce Deadman, stand up. Bruce, Connie Feldman, and Mike Rainey. We had auditions and they won.
Next, we've got two songs from the great musical Porgy and Bess. It's a folk opera written in 1934. We have the great song Summertime. Summertime, the song became so popular that many artists recorded this tune. The song is sung many times in the opera, the first being a lullaby. This tune is a jazz standard because of the bluesy chords. Some say it's been recorded thousands of times in dozens of ways, from Billie Holiday's sultry torch song to Janis Joplin's blues rock classic. And we connected this tune with I Got Plenty of Nothing. I Got Plenty of Nothing is also from the opera Porgy and Bess, originally conceived by George Gershwin as an American folk opera. It premiered in the fall of '35, featured an entire cast of classically trained Afro-American singers. The opera was not widely accepted, but is now considered part of the standard operatic repertoire and regularly performed internationally. The song I Got Plenty of Nothing is in Act 2 of the opera. Let me set the scene. The fishermen are getting ready to go out and fish, and the character Porgy sings from his window out his new happy-go-lucky outlook on life. George Gershwin, the composer of the music, spent almost an entire year in Charleston, South Carolina to research and write authentic music. The music reflects his New York jazz roots, but also draws on Southern black tradition. So our soloist this evening, Michael Blair, here is Summertime and I Got Plenty of Nothing.
got no mule, got no misery. folks with plenty of plenty got to lock on the door. Afraid somebody's going to rob him when he's out to make it more. What for? Got no lock on the door, that's the way to be. They can steal the rug from the floor. That's okay with me, cause the things that I prize, like the stars in the skies, all are free. No use complaining. Got my gal, got my own, got my song. I got plenty of nothing, and nothing plenty for me. I got the sun, got the moon, got the deep blue sea. The folks with plenty of plenty got to pray all the day. Seems with plenty you sure got to worry how to keep the devil away. Away. I ain't fretting about hell till the time arrives. Never worry long as I'm well. Never want to strive to be good, to be bad. What the hell? I is glad I'm alive. Oh, what? Plenty of nothing, and nothing's plenty for me. I got my gal, got my song, got heaven the whole day long. No use complaining. Got my gal, got my Lord, got my song.
Oh, I have something. Mary, do you know what the dynamic range of a bass trombone is?
On or off?
That's true, isn't it, Jerry?
Hey, how can you tell which kid on a playground is the child of the trombonist?
Kid on the playground.
Yeah,
Child of the trombonist.
Trombonist.
Well, that's easy. He doesn't know how to use the slide, and he can't swing.
oh boy.
Oh, boy.
You're really hitting a lot of the
I know.
sections, like.
All right, we have some special guests that are going to whistle for us.
Okay, I can say one more thing before I tell you about the Whistler and his dog. The Allouez Village Band is a 501 not-for-profit organization. Your donation support the band with expenses such as purchases of music, program printing, performance licensing, insurance, equipment purchases and repairs, as well as other operational expenses. Members of the band will be at the doors after tonight's concert. We would appreciate your continued support. I'm supposed to say don't give pennies. You're supposed to give dollars. Even more, I guess Mike said, yeah. So we hope that you're enjoying what you're hearing, and if you give $1 or so, that would be wonderful. Our next selection, The Whistler and His Dog. Oh, you know what? I goofed on this, Mike. This is our sing-along song. It's the whistle-along song. Oh, The Whistler and His Dog was written by Arthur Pryor, who was a trombone virtuoso, band leader, and a soloist for the John Philip Sousa Band. His piece of music is a comedy piece that everyone enjoys, both the players and the listeners. This piece was written in 1905 and still a crowd pleaser. Much of the band will be whistling at times, so join in, because, again, this is our second sing-along song. Whistle-along song. Here is The Whistler and His Dog.
And our whistling experts, Paul and Liz. Come on up. They are going to lead you in whistling. I lost control a long time ago, let me tell you. So, we've been having some shenanigans tonight. We've been having some fun. I think it's time for happy birthday. Mr. Blair, the birthday hat, please. Sax is ready. I understand that there are several people in our audience that have, you do that so nicely. Happy birthday in the month of May. So if you have a birthday in the month of May, next door Jan, stand up so we can all sing to you happy birthday. Michael, you have to find somebody out in the audience that has a birthday. You have a birthday in May? Well, congratulations, but you don't get to wear the hat. This guy down here in the Packard green, I think, looks pretty good. Saxes, are we ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I can't hear you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations, and we hope you have many, many more. Michael, you did this so well.
Well, we've got two songs now combined. Yakety Sax, featuring our AVB saxophone sections. Oh my gosh, those saxophones are awesome. The tune is Yakety Sax, written by Spider Rich and Boots Randolph in 1963. This song is most famously known to audiences as the theme song for The Benny Hill Show. This song is often used in television and film as a soundtrack for the humorous situation. Boots Randolph also performed this piece of music, and it hit the Billboard charts for 9 straight weeks. You know, the saxophone was a major instrument in the circus band. And here's an interesting fact. John Philip Sousa, the March King, at the age of 13, wanted to join the circus, but his father heard about this and took him under his wing and swayed him toward the United States Marine Band. This tune will be followed by the Chicken Dance. The Chicken Dance is an oompa song composed by Swiss accordion player Werner Thomas from Davos, Switzerland. The Chicken Dance has many names. Bird Dance, Dance Little Bird, Straw Chicken, just to name a couple. The song was written in the 50s and did not become popular until people started to do the dance. In 1981, there was a version of the Chicken Dance released in Great Britain as an instrumental novelty tune called The Birdie by the Tweets and sold over 1.6 million copies. But in 2000, this version was voted as the most annoying song of all time in a poll commissioned for the website .music. Oh. In November 13, 2009, Hot 89.9 played the Chicken Dance continuously until 389 tickets were bought for a dream of a lifetime at $100 each to support the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario. The song played for over 3 hours. So now, we're not going to hear that for 3 hours. You're going to hear Yakety Sax and the Chicken Dance.
And it is a participatory event when we get to the Chicken Dance. So make room. Carol wants to know if we have a defibrillator in the house. So our casts for our little shenanigans there. Of course, Michael Blair you've already met. Becky Paul, Becky Wade, Becky Paul, Rebecca Paul. She's busy. All right. Wolfie Bennett. Where's Wolfie? Stand up, Wolfie. Wolfie was out there. Carol Osgood. And Liz Rayburn. It looks like we're almost to the end, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, we have just a couple of last things. First of all, Mary, what's the difference between a clarinet and a mouse? You don't know, do you?
I do.
I do.
I do too.
You can hear a mouse squeak over the entire band. Or you can't.
You know, Mike gave me these jokes, and I knew he was going to put some clarinet one in.
You knew that, too.
And now he really goofed. Because I do not squeak.
No, you don't. Of course you
I do really, but that's okay.
So, Mary, how do you get a clarinet player to play louder? You can't. All right, that's enough.
You know, he never picks on his own instrument, the trumpet. But I'll find some jokes for that. I know, Mike. Yeah.
Well, you know, Mary,
this
show has always reminded me a little bit of a sardine.
Why?
Well, it's a little fishy.
Hey, Mike, do you know how whales cry?
How do whales cry, Mary?
Blubber, 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 blubber.
All right, it's time to end this show. What? Music play. All right, go for it.
All right. Beach Boys on stage. Woo. The Beach Boys are an American rock band formed in Hawthorne, California in 1961. The original group consisted of brothers Brian, Dennis, and Carl Wilson, their cousin Mike Love, and friend Al Jardine, distinguished by their vocal harmonies and surf song. I Get Around was the first #1 song the Beach Boys had in the U.S. in 1964. I'd like to be out there, yeah. It's a fun song about a teenage lifestyle featuring friends, girls, and cars. Fun, fun, fun. Also written in '64, it's about girls and cars, a rebellious daughter who borrows her dad's Ford Thunderbird, claiming to go to the library to study. Yeah, right. And instead, she uses it to show up other drivers. Dad finds out, takes the keyboard back, but she retaliates and runs off with someone who fell in love with her after watching her drive. Great groups from the 60s, around the time when the Beatles were starting out. So here is, all right, now stop doing that so you can listen to us. That's enough fun out in the audience. People weren't even listening to what I was saying. And it was really important. Oh, that's it. Mike. Yeah, here is the Beach Boys on stage.
through. Hello, is this on? All right, you've had a good time tonight. Awesome. Well, you know what? We have more. Sit back down. You can relax for a minute. We have all sorts of stuff happening. Number one, we have our traditional close, which is God Bless America. We will be singing that with your help in just a minute. We also have, did we talk about Heritage Hill? Yes, you screwed it up, I remember. Coming up, that's outside. And we certainly enjoy you all coming down here, but you know what's even more fun? Outside in the gazebo and at Heritage Hill, you can have all sorts of fun. Speaking of fun, the beach balls and the balloons are going with most of you tonight. So if you would like a balloon or a beach ball, you can come down and get it and take it with you when you leave tonight. So Becky's in charge. When the balloons are gone, Becky, stand up and wave again. Becky's in charge. When the balloons are gone, they're gone. So no fighting, no clawing.
Who was our sponsor, Mike, tonight?
I'm getting there.
Oh, I thought you forgot.
You'd have been.
So before we do our final thank yous, the first thank you always goes to Bellevue Family Dentistry and clarinet player Bob. We also are going to say thank you to one of our band members who's leaving us to go on his career someplace other than Green Bay. So Chris Rossmiller, stand up and take your final bow. Speaking of needs, we actually could use a percussionist that knows how to play mallet. So if you know anybody, or if you could do that, we would be happy to have you. A thank you to our crew of one tonight. Jane did a nice job. Thank you, Jane. Lovely. The balloons, Becky Paul. You did all full of hot air. Kathy Liebern did the beach balls. Kathy, nice job. Nancy Bartle, stand up. Thank you, Bob, for our, she does all of our, help me out, publicity. Thank you. We also couldn't do anything around here without Brent doing all of our band president stuff. And, Paul Alexi, of course, the assistant conductor, did a brilliant job except for leaving during the middle of the song. And whistling, of course. And then there's Mary. All right, so one more time. You're going to come down here when you're done if you would like a balloon or a beach ball. That is up for grabs. Please, no fighting. I don't want any broken bones or anything like that. And one more time, Dr. Bob and Bellevue Family Dentistry, thank you very much. All right, on your feet. Our final act of the evening. God bless America. Drive safely and come on back. By the way, we are back here next season. I forgot to mention that. We're already booked. We're back here in September, third Monday in September, third Monday in October, third Monday in November. We're going to go over to West High School for a Christmas concert like we have been in the past, and then we're back here again 2018 for the rest of the season. So, God bless America. God bless you all for coming. Thank you.